Welcome to your daily Mars weather bulletin, where we first check in on the surface rovers before diving into the three-sol forecast. Perseverance is currently operational at the operating mission site Jezero Crater, having driven 240.1 meters on Sol 1,939 of the mission to reach a total odometer of 43.99 kilometers, with climatological model estimates for today showing a high of -35 degrees, a low of -84 degrees. Winds at 92 kilometers per hour, pressure at 7.9 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.71. Curiosity is operational at the operating mission site Gale Crater, having driven 18.1 meters on Sol 4,973 of the mission to reach a total odometer of 37.97 kilometers, with that update being 2 days old, so it has likely not moved since, while climatological model estimates for today predict a high of -27 degrees, a low of -71 degrees, winds at 52 kilometers per hour, pressure at 9.6 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.77. Zhurong is dormant at the last confirmed mission site Utopia Planitia and has not moved since its last published record on Sol 347 of the mission, which placed it at 1.92 kilometers in total, with climatological model estimates for today indicating a high of -60 degrees, a low of -89 degrees, winds at 96 kilometers per hour, pressure at 9.2 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.94. InSight is retired at the final mission site Elysium Planitia and has not moved as it never drove, with climatological model estimates for today showing a high of -28 degrees, a low of -74 degrees, winds at 49 kilometers per hour, pressure at 7.9 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.89. Sol 614 brings a daytime high of -36 degrees. Very dusty skies dominate, with dust optical depth peaking at 0.94 at the Zhurong location. Winds reach 96 kilometers per hour at the Zhurong location. Overnight lows drop to -80 degrees. Temperatures fluctuate slightly, while dust intensity rises steadily across all sites. Wind speeds remain high, peaking sharply at Zhurong and Viking 1, maintaining hazardous conditions throughout the period. At the Zhurong location on Sol 614, surface pressure is 7.9 millibars, visibility is 4 kilometers, and water vapor is 9 micrometers. Temperatures remain consistently cold, with dust optical depth gradually increasing over the 5-sol period. We now turn to the crossings of Phobos across the disk of Mars. Phobos makes its first crossing across the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 54 minutes. In Los Angeles, this transit occurs between 7:07 in the morning and 8:01 in the morning, with Mars above the horizon. In New York, the event runs from 10:07 in the morning to 11:01 in the morning, with Mars above the horizon. In London, the crossing happens between 3:07 in the afternoon and 4:01 in the afternoon, with Mars above the horizon. Phobos makes its next crossing across the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 54 minutes. In Los Angeles, this transit occurs between 2:46 in the afternoon and 3:40 in the afternoon, with Mars above the horizon. In New York and London, Mars is below the horizon. Phobos makes its next crossing across the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 54 minutes. In London, this transit occurs between 6:26 in the morning and 7:20 in the morning, with Mars above the horizon. In Los Angeles and New York, Mars is below the horizon. Mars is currently in the constellation Taurus. For observers in New York, Mars rises at 2:12 in the morning and sets at 5:18 in the afternoon. That is the forecast for Mars. Thanks for watching Mars Weather, and goodbye until next time.